Welcome to Orlando, Florida, and the campus of UCF. The Knights are ready to rock in the stadium, already bouncing as these fans have been preparing since early this morning. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the Stanford Cardinals, taking on a squad from the American, the UCF Knights. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Stanford about to tee it up to get this one going. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Brown will throw it. Just a short pass to the tight end. That had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? The Knights with a second and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, the ground game. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
The Knights get enough for the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the offense trying to get the screen pass to the running back and get him out into space to do some damage, but the defense not having it. No gain on that play.
Second down, he'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Can't get him to the ground. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry. The Knights are in the hurry-up.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
Brown wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. And that is no good. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Guys, let's talk just for a second about Stanford. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference, Jesse, but a lot of meat still left on the schedule.
Yeah, and remember, conference championships mean a lot because the way the college football playoff is set up, if you're winning your conference championship, you're probably in the playoff discussion. So they've got a lot of games ahead. They're in that prime spot right now inside their conference. They've got to keep playing well.
The earth is shaking. Bounce House living up to its name as UCF tries to get off the field. He's going for a big play downfield. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eye.
Takes it the other way. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Brown will throw it. Caught in the backfield. It's Burke. They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 45-yard line.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but they can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
The Knights can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, UCF! He found some open space and turned on the Jets. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time.
This offense is high octane, boy, and you just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
And the extra point is good. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's able to work his way across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Going right to work up top. Pulls it in. It's Brown. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big. But you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick because they're such dynamic playmakers.
Pulls and fires complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I just lost yards on a screen play. How does that happen?
Brown wants to pass. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Stanford quickly to the line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Finds his tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Stanford lines up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play.
This punter is such a weapon. And because he's able to get that ball down deep in his opponent's territory, that really helps out the defense. You're now forcing the opponent to drive the field to score points.
Out of the chute, punt cross to the right.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Brown will throw it. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Picked off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Looking to fire. Tight end finds a soft spot. Oh, he's got some space. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air on first down. The short hands, it's Ford.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Stanford with a lot of options here on 2nd and short. Brown wants to pass. Takes a hit as he fires. Got it in the middle, it's Brown. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws right in those holes. Get those first downs. Get those big chunks.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Under fire. Bought a little time, lets it go. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Wants to go up top on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Turning it on. He's loose. The 20. He's at the 10. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Knights!
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands, right to him, and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. On the run, it's 4. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Pulls and throws out the RPO. It's a seam wide open. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter.
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, UCF! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Gonna run it. It's Parrish. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the 1st down. Got to use their time wisely. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go when you run into
the secondary on the right. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Stanford going back to work with another 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Got a man in the middle. He's down at the 27. They can stop the clock, and this is a 1st down. Brown will throw it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Davis. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it then.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Deep shot for the end zone. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Knights will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They keep it on the ground to open the 3rd. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
It's complete to the left. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend it.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
There's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
Makes the grab. It's Davis. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it and make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way.
He's got it inside the 25. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
That is an unbelievable play by the offense. Not only do you convert 3rd down, not only do you convert 3rd and long, but you get an explosive play that now sets you up on the opponent's goal line, 1st and goal. Wow.
Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short. They've been to the red zone 3 times. Will the 4th time finally be the charm to get some points? Trying to power it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cardinal! Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
Brown wants to pass. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The inside handoff. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. There he goes. The 20. He's
This offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Brown. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass.
This is a very tough slot receiver to cover if you're a linebacker because of how quick and how shifty he is. You never seem to know which way he's going, and he always seems to create an open space for his QB.
Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any conclusions.
Brown will throw it. Sends it downfield. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
You got to give this defense a ton of credit because they watch the film. They watch this offense go up and down the field. This QB threw multiple TDs their last game out. Didn't allow a TD pass in the first half. Here they are in the second half doing a nice job defending the deep ball.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. They'll start this drive from the 42. Offense changing the play. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Farmer. At the 40, there he goes. Turning on the Jets. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, UCF. It's a fake, and the holder's going to try to throw for it.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. Smashes ahead. Still on his feet at the 45. Lots of running room. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Stanford.
Well, we know this guy's a huge weapon catching the football, and David, he's difficult to bring down. What an athlete with his size and speed.
Dude, it's stupid. You want me to play defense now against all these guys and all this speed and skill all over the yard, and then you got a tight end like this who can not only catch it with his big frame and his big body, but do that after the catch. It's just so hard to play defense nowadays.
He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. After that score, they'll try to build some momentum here in the 3rd quarter and get it back with an onside kick. It looked as if he got a hand on it before it traveled 10 yards, and that's going to be a penalty. Brown wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Knights! And the stomping has commenced.
And man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the bread basket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Finds his man. It's Hall. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Looking downfield on first down. Pocket breaking down. That's caught. It's Parrish. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball.
Intercepted to stop the threat. Bringing it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his second interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those two interceptions.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
A 10-yard loss on the play. Brings up second down. That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, UCF 42, Stanford 16.
It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Brown will throw it. Still looking, on the move. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Catch in the middle, it's Fox. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Let's see what he can do with it. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Got it in stride at the 15. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
I love when you back the defense off me. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Cardinal. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
Number 13, set to kick off.
Fair catch, called for and made. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
Play callers love it offensively when you can run the football when the other team knows you're going to do it. That is called imposing your will. And here in the fourth quarter with the lead, very first play of the drive, you break off a nice run. He might just call the exact same play right again here.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Really nice pressure by the defense, getting in there quickly, getting a hit on the quarterback, making the quarterback make a quick decision, and he makes the wrong decision. He throws into double coverage, but that's really because of the pressure in his face and the physical hit on his body.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Brown wants to pass, using his feet to buy time. Good job to get everything he could, then get down with the slide. The Knights come to the line in the hurry up.
Fourth down.
They'll run for it. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's going to run it. Turns it on in midfield. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
Man, I love it when my QB not only uses his athletic ability, but uses his head. Nice job here. Nothing open. Don't force the football. You've got the lead. It's the fourth quarter. Nice job taking off and getting the first down.
Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Wants to throw on first down. Now improvising. He'll throw it. Makes the grab. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Brown will throw it. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. LSU is currently ahead in this one in Death Valley, but it's been a close one so far. They're up by 11 over UConn. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Bring in the heat. Hit as he throws. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Trying to beat the D deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Looking for more room. And after making the interception, he takes it inside the 40.
Keep up them pass rushers, bringing them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Behind the chains now on second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Makes the catch. It's Thomas. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. Brown wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone, and they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
They just keep firing. Tosses it incomplete.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Going for it all. And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness. Sometimes you're just too open. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Not a chance. Missed it. After the missed field goal, hey, could be worse. They're still up by 21. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. To the air on 1st down. He's going up top here late in the game. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? They just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much that this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? You can just put up more numbers. You know this game.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
He lets it fly. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Knights decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking for a man. It's Gobranson. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. He might want another play. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.